and any clocks in there because they want you to. Because see, now everyone's thinking, I was at Walmart, I was at this place. Did I see any clock? No. Did I? See, that's exactly what these marketing and other agencies do, and that's working because I go in there, I lose track of time, I buy a lot of stuff, and then I come back.
I
So
have a comment and a question, and I'm sorry if I'm cutting you off. I'm
no, you're
sorry.
fine.
Please continue. So I'm still
Please.
learning, but listening to you guys, I think I just heard conditioning, right? I don't know the theory that matches that. So you can become conditioned. We're saying that the stores have everything. I don't think so. A lot of times a lot of times I find like I start projects around my house or I go in the store and I'm looking for stuff that's not out yet. It's not on the market yet. The people that go in the store and they have, oh, this one, oh, this was my favorite. The question to that same person is, you ever thought that you wanted a cracker that had more than chips that don't taste like sour cream? They're marketing and they're trying out new things. You may go into one store that has chips that taste like biscuits and gravy. You're thinking, oh my God, who wants this? But they're trying a new market because maybe you're a free thinker. Maybe you want more than what's been offered to you. Maybe, almost like the Matrix in a sense. You're here and that doesn't make you happy. You want more. Right? So we're talking, I mean, I'm just sorry. That's just what I wondered as I was listening to you guys. I'm like, no, that is marketing. You go in a store, what do? They take the same thing, they change the packaging, then we go, oh, look, it's new. It makes us excited. I bought the Lay's with the smile on there and took a picture. Doesn't mean I like it more, but I like the picture and I wanted to do it. And there's nothing going on in life other than COVID, so that made me happy, right? I mean, you go to the store, the things are at eye level because they're pushing those things. That's marketing. That's what they study. You go in there and there's not a coincidence. The magazines and candies is there when you cash out and you waited in line. You're more likely to pay attention and pick it up. Right? That's marketing. That doesn't mean that's what you want in life. Those horses, maybe they've gone to that line and found, there's something's going to shock me. I don't know. Maybe over here it's so nice and we eat. There's normally one horse that's going to break and run away because everybody's not okay. You may want more. I mean, am I close to understanding?
So you're kind of close there, but what we're trying to get at is this idea that often that we feel that our decisions or our choice is ours, it's often not necessarily all the way ours because it's something else that's influencing us to choose that. That's kind of what we're getting at.
I mean, about condition, we're conditioned to
Oh,
think
I
like
was
that this is a good thing, and yeah, you came up with something new, but you didn't. You're not a free thinker. Not
Yeah,
free as you
that's
think. Is that? I'm sorry. Go
the
ahead.
marketing. Yeah. I just wanted to help make your point, Lance, because we're coming up on 8 o'clock here. Yeah, just to kind of get at the heart of this discussion, I mean, yeah, when it comes to marketing, I think the idea is that they condition you to want things that you didn't want before, and then maybe you don't really need, but then they train you to think that you want it and you should sacrifice other things for it. I mean, look, I used to stock shelves at a grocery store. I mean, the representatives of Frito-Lay's would come in and slip the general manager $80 to put their stuff on eye level. I mean, there's definitely something to that.
Yeah.
But I mean, can we apply that to things like religion or parenting? So when your parents raise you, are they conditioning you? Are they determining what your morality will be? Are they determining what your tastes will be? I mean, I think the answer is very clearly yes, or your guardians, whoever raises you. But again, to the ultimate point here, are you not free to innovate? I mean, and I think the answer is it depends on what you come into contact with. It depends on what you experience. If you experience something unfamiliar that you wish to somehow become a part of, or at least savor, I suppose, if we're speaking about things like groceries and Frito-Lays or whatever, the question is this. I mean, to what extent are you free to say, I like this flavor potato chip better than that one, versus I like this religion better than that one, versus I like this person better than that one? I mean, what is determining these major choices? Is it, I mean, can you reduce it all to marketing? I'm not so sure. But can you reduce it all to conditioning, generally speaking? That's a real question. That is determinism.
Yeah,
Thank you.
good stuff. So, well, I mean, I just noticed that we're about to have 4 hours into this activity. Not bad,
Yeah.
guys, not bad. I mean, it's not a record. We can do better than
It's
this next
not a
time.
record.
But yes, I mean, I like it. It's a different approach to continue exploring determinism. Um, but yeah, I'm not completely sure if you want me to keep pushing the conversation or just kind of like trying to cut it up by 8.
Well,
I
we,
know
we
that.
should probably wrap up. I haven't had dinner yet.
Yeah, same here. I need to go to the gym too, so.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
good.
same here. That's where I was gonna go. The gym.
Okay, but listen, I guess this is something to discuss. But I guess since we have people here, I guess we can have some type of maybe read the room kind of a deal. Because I was talking with Duala. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna get it right. Yes, all right. So I was talking with her before, like anybody was in the room, and she was saying that she's trying to struggle a little bit, like she was struggling a little bit to understand some concepts of philosophy, and I know that uh, they are limited. So I'm not completely sure if part of our responsibilities as officers could be to maybe have some type of like meeting time where we can meet with the students and kind of discuss about some of their things just to explore the ideas. I'm not saying that that's going to happen, but it's something that maybe we can look into it. And the 3 people who are here, well, I'm not completely sure if Natalia will be considering that. I don't think she's a student, but maybe the other two could give us an insight if you would like to have something like that. So maybe we can start considering it and maybe planning on it.
Yeah,
I like that.
Cool.
we can work with that. Yeah, I mean that's how I got into philosophy, to be honest. And the other officers already know, and the professor knows that when I first took my philosophy class, Intro to Philosophy, with
What?
Yeah,
What's
That's
going
what
yeah. It's kind of the last time I saw a dog in Microsoft Teams, it was during the movie. So it's like to see like that, kind of like whoa,
uh,
whoa, whoa. Wait a minute. But okay, it's all good. It's all good.
I didn't see
I have
that.
Professor
something to
Payment.
say.
That's messed up.
You
So
were
yeah,
saying.
that's good that you bring it up, because the more you talk about philosophy, and to be honest, learning, uh, getting to know more about philosophy and learning it, that the best way to go, in my opinion, is to actually talk to other people about it. Don't think of yourself that, oh, I don't know philosophy, so I don't know as much as they do, because philosophy is a subject of thinking deep, of finding things that raise a question, that, like, now, determinism. Is everything truly determined? We don't know. It is our opinion that it is. Is there something as true free will? We don't know. It is our opinion that there might be, there might not be. Same thing with a lot of different things. Like, what's the topic for next week? I think ideas.
It was
That is
environment.
identity
Yeah.
and the environment. Yes.
Identity. Yeah.
It's something that is basically asking questions as much as you can, because the best way to learn is by asking questions. And I I I don't believe that I exaggerate when I say, in Manzi's class back in 2018, to what seemed like the most stupid questions to me would be the topic of the class for that day, as it turned out. So that, don't be afraid to ask, to, whatever comes to mind, because that is, in my opinion, what philosophy is for, and that is what it's good at.
Yeah, and the other thing that I want to say is like, some people may think like, no, I know nothing about philosophy. I know nothing about this. Like, I think everybody is doing philosophy in its own way, like in life. You just need to kind of like give it some room for you to actually explore these ideas that are happening within you like every second. And this is a perfect space for you to kind of have that, because nobody's gonna get into it like, oh, your idea sucks, just sucks. Like, we're not gonna get into it. Maybe Mansi from time to time,
Yeah.
but he will be like internally.
I say that about my own ideas.
I have a thing to ask. So I'm not a student. I'm a Spanish teacher. I also manage the language center. So you may have seen me on campus before. But there is some in languages now in my life. But um, I have a connection to philosophy because my mom was a philosophy teacher. And this
Mm.
is why I'm bringing this idea. So my mom was my high school philosophy teacher. It was very interesting. But anyway, sometimes
No
philosophy
pressure.
seems abstract. So I think to understand it, sometimes you just need a connection. Like, for example, determinism, the concept alone may be too abstract and you read it and it's kind of boring and whatever. But then we related it to psychology and to going to the store and to a movie. So maybe something clicks with you and then it brings more ideas. So it may be just like finding that connection. So with
Yes.
me, with my mom, it was just very easy because she knew my life and it was easy to kind of bring down the concept, but it's about the connection.
Yeah, and different concepts in philosophy will explain, well, it will help you understand better certain areas than other concepts. So that's the interesting part. My question to you, Natalia, is where are you from?
I am from Colombia.
Oh, justo al lado mío. Yo soy de Venezuela.
Sí, la patria hermana,
La patria
Venezuela
hermana.
and Colombia are neighbor countries. Yeah.
Mhm.
My sister-in-law is actually from Venezuela, and I went to Caracas for my brother's wedding almost 2 years ago, and it was all kinds of cool and sad at the same time. Yeah, but I'm glad I had the opportunity to go and see Caracas with my own eyes, and yeah,
Y ver lo majestuoso que es.
yeah, and the wedding was by the ocean, so it was all very beautiful.
It's beautiful. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
as
Can I add something to you guys saying
you
such
guys know
wonderful
I'm
things?
available for 7
I think just my 2 cents is like, I think philosophy is
But you
actually,
can keep it 2 cents, you need one.
well, all right, fine, be like that. I think philosophy is within our, I guess, our nature, our genetics. It's a part of who we are. I think ultimately philosophy is just a reflection of the human condition. It's just this outward expression of what's already inside. Because when I first joined philosophy club, I hadn't taken any philosophy class, I hadn't read any philosophy books, but yet I could have all these conversations with all these people about things that I'd wondered and experienced. So it's not necessarily, I feel like philosophy is just a bunch of people questioning questions about questions. It's like, it's just taking that to a deeper level. That's all it is. It's
yeah.
not nothing really complicated.
Yeah, it's just start like that. I mean, myself, I'm not like the big literature guy that keeps reading philosophy, but here I am. I was in conversation about philosophy almost for 5 hours straight. So yes.
I love
Everything's
philosophy conversation.
what's the question? Everything's determined. Why even bother questioning? All right.
To make sense
Listen, y'all,
of
I'm gonna have to exit real quick, but I do like the idea of yeah, just having kind of informal sort of chat sessions, kind of like tutoring-esque kind of sessions. I mean, if you all want, feel free to schedule them during my office hours, and just so you know, I'll be available if you need to reach out or anything. But
Uh,
yeah, I think that would be cool.
Friday 4:30 or 4, is that correct?
My office hours are Mondays 3 to 4:30. I'm sorry, Mondays 3:30 to. Sorry, I swear to God, I know 'em. Mondays 3 to 4:30. Thursdays 3:30 to 5. Fridays 3 to 5. So it's a little confusing.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah, Mondays, Thursdays, Fridays, afternoons.
I can maybe do it tomorrow because I'm gonna need your input like soon. So that's gonna be interesting. All right.
Thank
But
you,
I really love.
everyone.
Okay. That's very interesting, guys. I have a book club, right? Like at 8. So I have to
Book.
go.
That's
Okay.
my
Bye.
Don't
favorite.
worry. Thank you. We were about to wrap up anyway. So good luck
So
and thank you for coming.
bye.
Thank you.
Thank you all for having me here.
Bye.
Bye.
Good to see you, Natalia.
Bye.
I'm
We'll
gonna
be in
log.
touch about the International Film Series collab.
That's pretty
Oh,
cool.
she ignored you. She's like, nah,
Lisa,
time to
Yeah,
go.
no, I'm not. I don't have time to listen to him.
She's, you all know she's the co-director of the International Film
Yeah.
Series.
Yeah, you mentioned that, I think.
Yeah.
3 times now.
I just want to say thank you to everyone for sharing and listening to me and making me feel comfortable. This is my first time and I appreciate it. You guys all have a great night. I can't believe I've been on this. I started at 4 o'clock. Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
Yes, you did.
Forever.
Yes, you did. I was right there. Unbelievable.
It's crazy.
But congratulations to you. You did amazing for your first time.
Thank you,
Yeah, it's been
sir.
a pleasure. Yeah.
Thank you.
And hopefully we
You
see
guys,
you
and again,
during Tuesday. meetings.
I'll be there Tuesday. Have a good night.
You
Okay,
too. Bye-bye.
bye. Oh, you know what I figured out, Orlando? I think we're in the same class
Yeah,
in
me too.
psychology.
I saw that too.
I said
Hey,
like, oh, what? Wait, what?
I think
That's
I
it.
I think I messed up on that discussion board though because I didn't pay attention to what we're supposed to be talking about. So I
What do
just
you
talked
mean?
about the podcast.
I also did that, but I was explaining about the
Psychoactive.
this. Yeah, no, I mean, not even that. I was kind of like, I mean, are you telling me that I also messed up? I mean, I talk about the podcast, but I also bring out like different researchers from other
Yeah.
places talking about the marijuana. So I think that's okay.
So
Um,
I summarized the marijuana part, and then I used some of the facts from the book to kind of back up what she was saying and like the legislative problems in terms of like the THC and the cannabidiol, I think is what they call it. Yeah, things like that.
cannabidiol. So like I did that, like what you did, I did the same. I mean, I didn't really read it, but yeah.
So both of you screwed up.
That class
Or
is fun,
maybe
though.
that
How do
class
you
is
like it?
fun. I like it. The thing is, like, I meet with the professor every Tuesday from 2 to 3.
Really?
And yes, I do. Because I said, like, you know what? Like, after I saw the first test, I mean, I passed it. But I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, this is like the readings that they require you, like the extra reading, not the book. The book is okay. But there are
Yeah.
some readings that is like very scientific. And like, okay, like this kind of English is not the normal kind of English. I really want to make sure that I'm understanding it. So I tell him, like, hey, can we meet every Tuesday from 2 to 3? So
That's
where we do is like we just discuss the reading, and but the way it goes is we discuss the reading like for like no more than 20 minutes, and then the rest is really us talking about projects and things like that. So like yeah, like right now he's helping me with another project that I'm doing because of that. So like we're working together in a project for Phi Theta Kappa, just because of the conversation. So it has become more like a kind of like hanging up and, hey, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, that's cool. Like, okay, let's get this done. And it has
yeah.
been like that.
Fucking Ferdinando, man, that's so awesome. I've been wanting to meet, but I haven't like at all even gone to his office hours thing. That's cool.
No, but he doesn't have a specific office hour. He just is like by appointment, so you just have to let him know in advance. I just tell
Oh,
him like every week from 2 to 3. So that's why like the first couple weeks, like you were like, "Where is Ferdinando? Where is him?" Like I was talking to him. It's just that we run over, so it was like 3:20, and we're still discussing. We're just talking with the professor.
that's so
So
cool.
so yeah.
Dang. Honestly, I didn't even know it was I thought it was a lady because of his
No, but this
name.
this is one thing that I'm gonna let you know. I yesterday, I mean, I did the whole thing like, oh look, Orlando, but like, no, he wrote almost as much as I did. We wrote like 7 paragraphs. Like, I'm not gonna summarize that in one paragraph or two. So it's like, okay, I look into something simple, and like, and I finished right at 11:59, and like I click submit like bah, the response, and the thing is like I did. But I don't know exactly what happened. But it became 12. It became midnight, and then like he had it said like it kind of like erased. You cannot do anything anymore. And like
Yeah,
holy shit, did I actually submit it on time? I don't know. So I emailed him like, hey, I did
he said
reply. I reply. So it's like, oh no, I don't get it, but I'm gonna give you 2 more days so you can
that's cool.
finish the reply. So if you messed up with your reply, I don't know if you actually did it. I guess you technically have a little bit more of chance. I don't know if he opened it for everyone, but you can
Yeah.
maybe try.
I'll see. I'll ask him about it, but that's cool though. It's funny that you mentioned that because I think it was with the first unit one assess. I think it was a submission. The submission for the Q&As like for the critical thinking. I
Hmm.
literally was submitting it like at 11:59 and like I submitted it and it closed like how you said it just deleted everything and I was like, "Wait, what?" But I actually got a grade for it. So I literally turned it in at the last minute. Like that was nuts. That was crazy. And then I emailed him. I was like, "Wait, did I turn it in? I thought I did it." He's like, "Oh no, I see it. It's right there." Bro, that was crazy, bro. Yeah, that's funny
Yeah.
you see that though because it happened to me
Let's
too.
see. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do now. Like right after I close this, I'm gonna wrap up that reply so it
Yeah.
doesn't happen that it goes at 12 and I like the whole day and I didn't do it. So
Smart,
yeah,
smart.
that's
I'm
kind
gonna
of
check
like
it out and see. I'm gonna ask him, email him. But yeah, I actually really enjoyed that class. A lot of the stuff that we're learning. You're right. Like the readings are really, really interesting. I really like the one about the parrot, and also like
uh,
the idea of the environment. What was it? By consequences. Something about learning by consequences. Was that it? Or nature by
uh
consequences? Something,
well,
something like that.
I'm not complete. I don't remember. It's a lot of reading. The one that is more clear to me is the one with the rat and the kid that they start like screaming him to like condition him of being afraid of loud noises. Like, oh shit, that's crazy.
Yeah, he gives
Um,
us so many readings, and it's like, dang, I feel like I feel like I'm missing out not reading all of them because there's so many. But at
no,
the same time, I really
I
want
don't.
to like, actually be
I
devoted.
don't have focus to like just reread it. I just kind of like go like like just go through it, Ferdinando. Just go through it, and then like I present.
Yeah, I mean,
But no, but
but
I like the class.
me too.
Y'all
And
I really,
still y'all need lives. Each one of you.
what?
okay, something is happening. Oh, look at that.
All right, y'all. Well,
Yeesh.
I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna go to the gym here at my apartment. So, all
Jim.
right.
Okay, go get it.
Have a good day, guys. See you
Good
Tuesday.
night.
Uh,
Unless we meet
Yeah,
earlier, I
sure.
think
Unless we meet
We
earlier.
can meet.
That's right.
You guys want to? So, are we doing the debate thing still, or is that gonna be? Is
I
that
want
post?
to do it, but like we have to be mindful that we are less people than we're suggesting it.
Mhm.
So if we're gonna do it, it has to be. We really have to pretty much pick up from the audience, but the audience keep changing.
We need to reach. I
So,
think we need to just reach out to some people. I think if we reach out and like talk to them, maybe they'll be a lot more like interested in doing it.
uh,
Um,
but what is the incentive? Because they go to the meetings for the
mm,
extra credit, but it has to be
that's
something more than extra credit.
that's true.
we
Hmm.
can do like kind of like certificates maybe. Like
Could
since
we?
we're
I mean,
hosting a debate
that's Nancy
competition,
department.
we'll
I
need to
mean,
kind
we
of
can
think
maybe
about it, to be
we
honest.
can maybe just promote it for the conference. Maybe we can try to do it right before the conference, and the incentive is that we give some type of a special, like mention and kind of like a recognition during the conference. Like these guys
Mhm.
were like the one
Okay.
who did the best and the thing, and like during the conference. So it's kind of like, oh, it's during the conference. And I don't know if we can maybe try to talk with Nancy to maybe that can also be applied for learning service, but I don't know if people out there like actually care about it. I mean, I care, but
We can try. I think we can try, and I think we can find people just as passionate because I think once we get into like this focus of actually doing it together, I think that's what makes it the most interesting and the most fun. Because like if we didn't have this group, like if you guys weren't in the club, I would be so uninterested in this club. I'd be like, "Oh, it's just we're just here. Like it's not fun." You know what I mean? So,
I
yeah.
mean, we still need to reach out to other campuses because as officers, it's just the three of us, and all three of us go to Richland. But
but
I'm not
we
saying it's
have
wrong.
other
I'm
we
not
have
saying that there's anything wrong with it. I appreciate. I would much rather have people from Richland, but in terms of bigger engagement, in terms of better participation results, we have to reach out to
but
other colleges.
we're somehow doing it. I mean, our emails go to the faculty. Nancy sent them to them. Our emails, like the one that we do, also go to some of them. Susan is faculty from philosophy. I just don't know if it is from Richmond or another campus. And we have other ones that are also there and they're sharing the information, but I'm not completely sure if they're sharing it so they can be like somehow officers. So I think maybe that's the type of email that we should draft so we can have more engagement from actually like helping us do things from other campuses. But I don't
Mhm.
know also how big their philosophy department is in the other campuses. I've never studied
Yeah.
philosophy there. So that's
Yeah.
also, I guess, it's something more that we have to like talk with Mansi.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think I think Professor Carrillo is from another campus, if I'm
Yeah,
not
I've never heard
mistaken.
of her.
Huh?
I've never heard of her aside from the other two meetings that she's been present in.
Exactly. I
Yeah,
think
but
Mansi said that she was from another campus. No, am I wrong?
she's not from Richmond. That I
Yeah,
know
I
that
was.
for a fact. Luisa Benton is, I think.
I
But
think
She's
he
from
said
but
She's
not
from Michelin.
Carrillo. But not
I
Carrillo.
think
And we have had
she's
like two others. I know
yeah.
that like actually
Mr.
like
Harris
participating.
too, I think.
We have had like at least three of them that are from other campuses that have been with us. One is from Mount View. I think there was one from North Lake and maybe Eastview.
I think Harris was from Mountain View.
So
So
we
we're
do
getting
have some.
professors from different campuses. If we can just like reach out to them and see if they're actually, letting their students know, that can probably help us a lot too. So
With one with each campus, we're more than golden.
for sure,
Maybe
for sure.
maybe we can announce it like at the beginning of the meeting on Tuesdays that if there's any professors from other campuses than Richland, this does count as what's it called, extracurricular or co-curricular or both.
I think it'd be
I never know.
Hold on. Well, we'd have to set that up. I think we'd have to contact someone about that.
Because I know on our campus, Kathleen takes care of it, and it counts as both, depending if you're taking the class or not. Because when I was taking the class with Manzi, the meetings were extra curricular, and now that I'm not taking it, it's co-curricular. So
Interesting. I didn't even know that. Wow.
I'm not even sure if I'm recording the co-curricular or whatever. I don't even know. I just know
I
that
did
I'm
all of
there.
mine out on campus, but now that campus is closed, I don't know how that's gonna work.
That's fine. But that's something for the future us.
So I think we can maybe like start like the team and then maybe have incentives like maybe like meetings, like not maybe not meetings, but like some kind of like reward, like maybe when things open up again, like do something like go to Six Flags or something like that. Maybe not Six Flags, but something of that nature, if you understand what I'm saying.
To,
Like have
to start,
club
we
events, I
can
guess.
begin with what is in our power as of right now. We can give them a shout out for our Tuesday meetings, like at the beginning of, hey, last week's winner for the debate session was this, and if you're interested, reach out to one of the followers, and we can get you enrolled and blah blah blah. So we can do that, and we could also acknowledge them on our social media and the email list that to make them kind of feel more what's it called, appreciated, in a sense that, oh, I'm being noticed. So we could start off with that, and then later we can decide, depending on what the OSL says, because I know for a fact that you cannot give out cash or monetary awards in terms of that.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, well, there are many ways we can maybe try to do something. But we need to talk with that with Mansi. Mansi is the one who's gonna actually know if we're just talking nonsense or not.
Yeah.
So how about this, guys? How about just to kind of start us off, if you guys can find some time, maybe go through our past meetings and see look for some potential candidates. See like people that we've seen consistently or in the past who knew were good, and then maybe one of us can reach out to them like via email, see if they'd be interested.
I mean,
Yeah.
for sure. I thought for sure Fortuna and Marcus, but Fortuna has not been in the picture forever, and
Yeah,
Marcus
Marcus is very
pretty
busy
on
as
and off.
well.
Marcus is on and off. So aside from them, I think I remember her name this time, Jennifer, the one with the red bow.
Yeah.
She's consistent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's there
I
and
just
she participates, but with chatting, which is fine. We can work around that. And there was another student.
Kaya, she was also very good.
Kaya was also good. Vivian was also good.
Yeah,
So
I
let's
haven't seen her in
let
a
me
while
put
though, Vivian.
let me put their names in the philosophers chat. So given that all of us are super busy, we don't forget. So it's Jen.
Another person who has been very constant and kind of like low key, Raviro.
Yeah, she is pretty well spoken. I like her points a lot too.
Yeah, and she even sneak in here. That's commitment.
Yeah, that's
Wait, who is
determination
it?
right there. Oh wow.
Raviro
How do I spell her name?
is
It's
right
in
in
the
the chat.
chat. It's like literally the
This
last
chat is
one in the chat.
Raviro. Raviro Mukandi, and the
Oh,
first
okay,
name
okay.
is
I know
like
who you're talking about.
Sunjirirai.
Yeah,
Sunjiri.
yeah, I
I
know who you're
barely
talking
realized the recording's still going, guys.
Yeah, it is.
about. Hey, at least we can show this to Manzi and tell him that, hey, these were
We
This was
planted.
a brainstorming session. Take a look at it and get back to us.
Hmm.
Okay.
So far I have 3 names: Jennifer, Kaya, and Reviro.
Hmm.
Who else?
Vivian, but she has been like out of the picture quite a bit, but she was very good.
I think
I mean, we can reach out to them because the whole point of me making this list is to have at least someone to reach out to, and then based on their response, we can invite them or not invite them. Like, for example, Kaya, she used to be super active, right? And now, if you or one of us emails her and asks her that, hey, we're launching this new program, would you want to be a part of it? And depending on her answer, at least we know who to target this time.
I
Yeah.
think Daniel can also be a member. I think he's been
Oh,
consistent. He's only
Daniel.
come like twice so far, but I
Yeah,
think
but
he barely started.
yeah, reach out to him. I have been working with him like very consistently for almost a month
Yeah,
already.
that's good. I've worked with them. And Adrian, do we want to consider him?
I
He's
mean,
kind of
yeah,
in and
but
out, but I don't see why not.
I mean, we can. The only thing is like I want him to take it seriously, the debate. I don't like if just take it. I mean, yeah, make fun, but take it seriously.
Yeah.
I agree with
That's the
you
only
on that.
thing.
Let's take it like a joke.
That's the only thing.
Here, I put an asterisk next to his name.
Asterisks. All right, you're talking in the Office of Philosophers chat. Let me take a look.
Yeah, I don't want to put it in the general because
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
but
right.
this meeting is being recorded in general.
I mean, it is. That is the thing.
yeah, but they're not gonna watch it.
They're not gonna watch all the way till the end.
They're not gonna watch it.
All right. Oh,
So yeah, let's call it a day. It's been what, 4 hours and 13 minutes.
Yes, it has been.
yep. All right, guys. Well, once again, see you. If we decide to meet early, we'll see you then. See you Tuesday.
See you next time.
Have
Till
a good
next
night,
time.
guys.
Yeah.
Have a
Bye
good night,
bye.
guys. Bye.